guys, I'm in my tree. Today is Thursday, August 23rd. I actually know the date today, so I'm improving. And actually, let me show you. I'm not sure if you can see, but the sky, which I'm aware that you can't really see it that well. Oh goodness, there's a mosquito on me. The tree is less hospitable today. I can't find a comfortable spot to sit. The sky it's cold, it's kind of misty, and there was just a mosquito on my leg, and I have never even seen a mosquito this summer since I've been out here, and I will tell you exactly why I think this is happening. So this morning I woke up and I was exercising in my dining room, which my sister who I'm staying with this summer, is redoing all her furniture, so we just got rid of the dining table. And so there's all this empty space, so I've been using that place to work out. And there was a little sliver of sky. Oh, now I'm paranoid about bugs. A little sliver of sky available to see in the window, and it was gray. And I was thinking to myself, no way is it cloudy outside today. There must be, it must just be that the sun's only coming up and the sky's a weird color. But nope, it's totally overcast. And this is the first time it's been overcast like this since I came out to California again in the beginning of June. So definitely different. By the way, I'll tell you that I did not kill the mosquito in the beginning of the video. I just encouraged him to leave my leg. I try not to kill anything. Not for the same reasons that most people don't. Because the energy that you send out always comes back around, and I don't particularly want energy of death in my aura. That's just not really what I think is most conducive to my projects, things I try to do while I'm here. Anyway, so it's totally overcast, and I was taking my sister to work, and I was talking about something, and I was totally getting scattered and sidetracked and couldn't remember what I was talking about, and I said, I don't know what's wrong with me. And she looked at me in that dry way that she has, and she said, it's overcast and the sun isn't shining. And I thought about it, and I was like, I think you're right. That must be what's wrong with me. So it's interesting because since the sun is always shining out here, and since I'm a pretty sun-oriented person, when I don't get enough time in the sun, I don't feel fully myself. I think part of my DNA structure or something just needs a lot of sun. I mean, I have kind of dark skin, so it's understandable that I would be used to being in tropical weather. And also, I shed heat super easily, but I don't retain heat very well. It's not only because I'm thin. Even when I haven't been as thin as I am now, it's always been the same. In fact, I am more heat tolerant now that I am mostly raw than I was when I was eating heavier food. Go figure. Anyway, I mean more cold tolerant, rather. So, I realized that she was right, and it was something about the weather. And it's funny because I hadn't been outside up till that point. I didn't even know what the weather was like, and yet I was still a little bit off. And so I feel winter the days are getting shorter, the weather's getting colder, winter is coming. And just a reminder, at least for me, to not fight the changing seasons when they come, because they're all beautiful. And yeah, summer's glorious and great, but there are really awesome things about fall. I'm so looking forward to making delicious soups and baking quinoa bread again and doing all this kind of stuff, and wearing sweaters and scarves and being nice and cozy outside with hot drinks and things like that. So there are definitely cool things about all of it. And I think that the reason that I am not being accepted with cozy, snuggly arms in the tree today. I mean, I was even thinking about it when I was meditating a few minutes ago. I couldn't find a comfy spot to sit. Everywhere I sat, I just wasn't comfortable. My spine couldn't straighten, and the tree underneath me was lumpy, and it's the same spot where I often sit. And so I was realizing, I asked why, and the impression that I got back was, well, today is a day to spend inside and doing things inside. So rather than fight it and say, no, I'm just going to be out here and be really frustrated as a mosquito flies into my face. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it happened. Anyway, I'm just going to go back home and go inside. And I also have a lot of things to unroll to you. One of which is that I just opened registration for my intuitive development course online. So I'll put the link down below when I get home. So it might not be there when you first see this video, but it will be in the near future. Or you can just go to my website, charismelina.com, and look for it, and it's right there. The link is on the front page of the website. So something else I wanted to share with you is the dreams I've been having lately. Oh my gosh, it's been insane. And I think that probably I have these dreams all the time, I just probably don't remember them. And I know that that's something that they say about taking Ormus, is that you remember your dreams more. And now that I've been taking it for several weeks, I'm going to do a full review video today or tomorrow about how taking the Ormus has been, because it's been very, very good and I'm liking it a lot. But my dreams. So a few nights ago I dreamed about going to Hawaii and visiting one of my friends down there and having these experiences, and then a couple nights ago I had a really crazy dream, which I'll tell you about in a second, and then last night I dreamed that I was teaching others about the nature of physical reality and how it works and how to do stuff in it and all that. And I woke up and I totally remembered all of it, and I'd been in this room and I was teaching people stuff and kind of speaking, but as I was speaking I was also sending out very strong imagery that they were all catching, and so it was kind of a multimodal presentation, I guess. And I forgot all of it, of course, because the only thing I could scribble down in my journal, because I was still half asleep, was, wait, what exactly is it? 3 words. Teaching about reality. Great. I wish I could have remembered the details there. I know them somewhere in there, but they're not super conscious. Well, they probably are super conscious, just not regular conscious. But the dream that I had 2 nights ago was about being in a festival, and I was in a play in the festival, and I used to do theater when I was a lot younger, a teenager. And so it's not totally foreign to me, but I haven't done it in 12, 13 years at least. So in the dream, I was going to be in this play, and I had forgotten all my lines, of course, and we had been rehearsing it the night before, but today was the day of the festival, and it was the evening, and I had forgotten all my lines, and I was like, crap, you guys have forgotten all my lines, telling everyone around me, and pretty much all my loved ones were there that I communicate with now on a regular basis. And everyone said to me, oh, you're fine, you'll remember them, it's fine. And I was saying, no, it's not fine. I don't remember my lines. This is a problem. I have to remember, where's the script? Of course, there were no scripts to be found. And everyone thought it would be okay. And I guess they had more trust in me than I did, because I was not going to remember those things. And I didn't remember them. But it also didn't matter, because the second I was kind of about to say a line that I didn't know and freaking out, I noticed in the sky these really interesting clouds. And nowadays when I see cloud ships, if I have time to really look at them, if I'm not driving or something, then I can start to see details about them. Like a couple weeks ago I saw one and had all these rows of windows along the ship, and it's as if it's a cloud at first, but the more you look at it, my friend Megan made a really good point when she said it was like looking at a magic eye book, and it's like details emanate the more you can spend time looking at the cloud. Every time anything touches my skin, I'm now worried that I'm getting fed on, but I'm not, so that's nice. Anyway, and so in the dream, it's this big conical, like huge mountain-sized cloud that's over in this sector of sky, kind of to my front right, and I'm looking at it, and it first just looked like a cloud, but it was kind of dark, so you couldn't really tell what color it was. It looked kind of gray brownish because the sky was dark, and I'm looking at it and it's getting more and more defined as I'm looking at it, and so it looks, like I said, it's conical but round, like a tall thin mountain or a really thick tower, and it had these lines going around it, and as I'm looking more, it's becoming more and more clear, and I'm starting to point it out to people. And then all of the different layers start turning and moving. And on the top, it was what looked like a flower carved out of, it almost looked like the consistency of terracotta or brick. And everything's turning and moving, but still completely silent. And then out of nowhere, this incredibly bright spark of light that almost looked like a firework, but really vivid, much more vivid than firework colors, and much more sharply multicolored than fireworks, and also a different shape, came off the side of this thing and lit up the whole sky, and everyone was just really shocked. And then a second of silence, and then boom, all these sparks start coming off of it, and they were mostly white and this deep amber gold color, and also lots of multicolors coming off of it, and it's lighting up everything, it's sparkling all over the place, and these sparks are like as big as a city block. I mean, they were huge, and really kind of liquid light, and lots of motion and moving, and everyone of course flips out and starts running, and I did too. And I'm running with the crowd, and then realizing though that there's no actual danger, and I'm looking around and no one's actually getting hurt, nothing's actually getting destroyed. And I realized that actually we were very, very safe. Nothing was happening, although everyone thought there was, and people would remember it being dangerous, even though nothing was actually dangerous. And then I woke up. So and that didn't feel like a dream. That felt like multidimensional travel. So I don't know what that means, but I thought I would share it in case anyone had anything similar happen, because I know that that often does happen. But I'm off to go home, escape the mosquitoes. Oh, there he is again. Get out of here. And you guys have a good day. I'll record another video or two. I think I have some other things to tell you. Anyway, go in peace, and I'll talk to you soon.